this video, I will show you ways to use would have, and then after this have is the past participle, or we may call it V3, third form of the verb. Use would have followed by past participle. Use this combination to talk about things that didn't happen in the past, things that didn't happen in the past, or they did happen in the past. So this structure or this combination of would have followed by past participle may be used for things that didn't happen in the past or the things that did happen in the past, for both of them. Let's take this example first. He didn't get a new car, and here is the reason: it would have been too expensive. So he didn't get a new car, it would have been too expensive. So this particular thing happened due to this one. This is the reason: it would have been too expensive. So here is the verb be. This is the verb be, we know it, in the form of past participle. This is V3. So it would have been, this is past participle of be. The word been is the past participle of verb be. The verb be is often used after would have. So it would have been too expensive. I know someone who lived in Syria. Or it may be written like, I know someone who once lived in Syria. We may write once over here. I know someone who once lived in Syria and she wanted to go back, but my friend, write N over here, that was missing. My friend, right spellings are F-R-I-E-N-D. So sorry for this overwriting. So my friend didn't go to Syria last year. And what was the reason? Here is the reason: it would have been too dangerous for her. Would over here is followed by have, and then the past participle form of verb be is there, that is been. So I know someone who once lived in Syria, and that particular person is my friend. So my friend, this is the right spelling, my friend didn't go to Syria last year. And what was the reason behind not going to Syria? It would have been too dangerous for her. Now look at this combination. They didn't move to Damascus. They didn't move to Damascus. And here is the reason: it would have been too hot in summer. So over here, would is followed by have, and then this is the past participle form of be. And we once again know that past participle form of verb is often used after would have. After would have, we use this past participle. Now, he didn't quit his job. Let's suppose that this person is Musa. So Musa didn't quit his job. What was the reason he didn't quit his job? It would have been too hard to find a new job. It would have been, so it would have is written over here, would have, and then here is the past participle. It would have been too hard to find a new job. Or you could change this quite easily. It would have, instead of been, let's take the example of the word take. Let's suppose and change it with this word take. The past participle of take is taken. It would have taken too long to find a new job. This is what did not happen in the past. What is that? Musa didn't quit his job. So if I write like this, Musa didn't quit his job. So this particular part of the sentence, Musa didn't quit, this is what did not happen in the past. He didn't quit his job because, and this is, it would have taken too long to find a new job. What would have happened but didn't, because the person or Musa didn't do this. He didn't quit his job. So it would have taken too long to find a new job. This have not happened because he didn't quit the job. So if he had quit the job, it would have taken too long to find a new job. This structure would have followed by past participle may be used in past conditional sentences. I wouldn't have ridden my bike to school if it had rained this morning. So over here the word if shows the condition, and this condition is in past because would and had rained, these are actually past forms of the verb. So I wouldn't have ridden my bike to school if it had rained this morning. So over here would, and then we have got have, would have, and then the main verb ridden. The main verb is used in past conditional sentences. So this is the main verb. It wouldn't have ridden my, I wouldn't have ridden my bike to school if it had rained this morning. This is in two parts. Here over I wouldn't have ridden my bike to school. I wouldn't have ridden my bike to school. This is first part. And this actually did happen. I wouldn't have ridden my bike to school if it had rained this morning. So this actually did happen. What? I wouldn't have ridden my bike to school. This actually did happen. And then starting with if this condition occurred, then this I wouldn't have ridden my bike to school have happened. So this is the condition that is totally dependent in order to make it happen. It didn't rain this morning. So it didn't rain this morning. That is why it didn't happen. So this has not happened due to this, or this could not happen due to this. So it didn't rain this morning, due to which it had not happened. This means that I didn't ride my bike. I didn't ride my bike to school. This particular sentence can be converted into two parts. So this sentence means I didn't ride my bike to school because it rained this morning. In this particular case, it did rain. This one, I didn't ride my bike to school. It hadn't rained this morning. So in the previous case, it didn't rain. In this case, it didn't rain. I'm using did for emphasis. This indicates had not rained, that it did rain after if, and this I would have ridden to school. I would have ridden my bike to school. So I didn't ride my bike to school because of this. It hadn't rained this morning. So this particular action is totally dependent on this. So it hadn't rained, due to which I didn't ride my bike to school. Now take another example. The flower won't have blossomed if I had put it in a shady area. So this did happen. The flower did blossom. The flower won't have blossomed. So over here, it means the flower did blossom. Won't have blossomed, it did become a flower. So this won't have blossom means the flower blossomed. Means this did happen, the flower did blossom, it did become a flower. It did become a flower. And the reason is because I had put it in a shady area. This is the reason. And the reason is very simple, because I put it in a good area that was not too shady. The area got enough sunlight or enough sun, and so the flower blossomed. But the flower wouldn't have blossomed if I had put it in a shady area. A shady area is an area that doesn't get enough sunlight. We can also use this structure would have followed by V3 or past participle for compound sentence. I would have kept my old website, but the software I used to build it was outdated. So over here we can see this is sentence number 1, and then after but, the second sentence. Once they are combined together, they are going to make a compound sentence. And this is but. I would have kept my old website, but the software I used to build it was outdated. So we can put a comma over here as well. And then here is the conjunction but this is the coordinating conjunction but that starts the next part. This conjunction actually commences or starts the second part of this compound sentence. This explains why I didn't keep my old website. So I would have kept my old website means I didn't keep my old website. Why? Because the software I used to build it was outdated. This explains why I didn't keep my old website. So it was difficult to work on old website, so I sold it. And now I have a new website.